Agent Kim decides to surrender after believing Director Jang will keep Minji safe for him. As a result, Kim, Han-soo, and Jin Chol are arrested, though Kim is separated and placed in a different cell from the others. Meanwhile, the SMD holds a meeting to discuss what should be done with Kim, especially since his existence has already been discovered by the North. Unlike in the past, when Director Jang sided with Kim and earned his trust, this time he makes a different choice, sending Kim back to the North. This time, Kim becomes a valuable asset for Director Jang. With the high-level inter-Korean talks being postponed and the South trying to make efforts to restart negotiations, Director Jang sees an opportunity to use Kim as leverage to create a new deal. Using his connections, Director Jang manages to contact Eung Ryong and offers to hand Kim over. When the North initially refuses his proposal, Director Jang brings up the fact that Kim would do anything to see his daughter again. This causes Eung Ryong to reconsider. In the webtoon, there is a storyline where Eung Ryong uses Kim as a tool for a coup. Based on the drama's portrayal, Eung Ryong's opinions are often dismissed, while the party prioritizes maintaining inter-Korean relations above everything else. This suggests that Eung Ryong may be seeking a way to increase his own power, and Kim becomes the perfect tool to achieve that goal. Kim is an ideal scapegoat for Eung Ryong. If the mission succeeds, Eung Ryong gets what he wants, but if it fails, he can simply place the blame on Kim. This is especially convenient because Kim's existence is classified and he officially does not exist in any records. This is also a good opportunity for Eung Ryong to get rid of Kim, who knows what he did to the party. Eung Ryong had effectively betrayed the party by abandoning his own agents in order to advance his political career. Because of this, Eung Ryong and Director Jang make a deal, which leads to the North agents being sent to retrieve Kim. After being injected, Kim suddenly wakes up and realizes he has been taken to the North, leaving him shocked. Since he has been labeled a traitor, Kim is immediately interrogated. Eung Ryong, who does not want Kim to survive, decides to torture him. It appears that unless Kim gives the answers they want, the torture will continue. However, Kim endures everything because he promised Minji that he would return to her. Meanwhile, Minji is moved to an isolation room as a precaution for her safety. However, they allow her to bring some belongings from home so she can make the room feel more familiar. Despite this, it still feels like a prison as she remains trapped in the small space, constantly missing her father. Time slips by before they even realize how much has passed. Eventually, Kim is given a chance to leave after completing one final mission. As he is taken to a vehicle, he is surprised when the person greeting him turns out to be Eung Ryong. Kim knows exactly what Eung Ryong did to him and Young Kwang. However, he cannot seek revenge because he must complete the mission if he wants to return to Minji. It appears Kim's mission is to assassinate a North Korean official. Once Kim completes the mission, Eung Ryong promises to allow him to return to the South. With no other choice, Kim agrees. He infiltrates the official's residence to carry out the mission. However, as he proceeds, he eventually realizes that it is actually a trap. The party has already discovered Eung Ryong's plan, and North Korean agents are waiting to capture the agent he sent. Although Kim is outnumbered, he manages to fight back and gain control of the situation. However, when the agents threaten Minji's safety, Kim has no choice but to surrender. The agents guarding the official capture Kim and decide to eliminate him. To prove that the mission was completed, they also plan to record Kim's final moments. However, Kim carefully observes his surroundings. Before the agents can pull the trigger, he manages to overpower them and free himself. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Kim quickly searches for a way to escape. Knowing a route out of the north, Kim heads toward a boat that meets in the middle of the North and South Sea, allowing him to finally make his way back to the south. But even after escaping the North agents, Kim's situation does not become easier. Information about what happened and where he is heading is quickly reported to the South. The South prepares in advance and places their own agents on the boat waiting for him. As Kim tries to avoid them, he encounters Gong Song. The two end up fighting against the same enemy. When Gong Song questions why Kim does not simply eliminate Ong Ryong and prevent these people from chasing him, Kim explains that protecting the people he loves is more important than taking revenge. Kim does not know what Ong Ryong might do if he confronts him directly, and Min-ji could be placed in danger as a result. With Gong Song's help, Kim is able to defeat those agents and safely return to the south. Elsewhere, after ensuring his daughter's safety, Kang Chan begins planning his next move. He hires a mercenary organization to capture Kim because he fears that Kim could ruin his development project by revealing the crimes connected to him and his daughter. Kang Chan specifically wants Kim brought to him alive because he wants to personally finish him off. However, he will be busy dealing with Golden Teeth, who comes to him seeking revenge by targeting Hee-ri, as Kang Chan does not know that Golden Teeth is still alive. Meanwhile, after being unable to contact the SMD agents, Guk Chol decides to track Kim's location himself. He had previously placed a tracking device on Kim before he was taken by the North. Kim is heading toward the SMD after learning that Min-ji is being held there. He already believes that the SMD is not a safe place for his daughter, and the fact that they have placed her there only strengthens his determination to take her somewhere safe. Guk Chol prepares his agents to capture Kim. When he finally meets Kim, he attempts to force him to surrender again, reminding him that Min-ji's safety is in their hands. For Guk Chol, Kim's return to the south proves that he has infiltrated the country, as he was previously transferred to the north. Elsewhere, Han Soo and Jin Chol face the SMD agents who are trying to put them to sleep before their transfer. The agents are simply following the same protocol they used on Kim. However, Han Soo continues to evade the sleeping darts, using his flexibility to avoid being hit and causing trouble for the agents. Eventually, one of the agents waits for the right moment and throws a dart when Han Soo is caught off guard, causing him to fall asleep. Meanwhile, Sang-ah easily shoots Jin Chol with a sleeping dart, but he continues to resist falling asleep despite its effects. Seeing this, Mr. Lim orders Sang-ah to keep using more sleeping darts on him until he finally loses consciousness. Once both Han Soo and Jin Chol are asleep, the agents move them to another location and prepare measures to prevent them from escaping. However, despite these precautions, the two manage to break free. Their escape is also made possible because of Sang-ah's help. After learning what happened to Kim, she decides to assist them, knowing that freeing Han Soo and Jin Chol is the key to rescuing Kim. Coming up in tonight's episode, Kim tries to return to Min-ji after being used by Ong Ryong, while Han Soo and Jin Chol decide to join Kim once again. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.